What's up guys, this is your boy the average Kevin over here, back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile. And in this video we are going to look at the top 5 characters that definitely need some refactor in Injustice 2 Mobile, and we're going to get started with this video right now. So let's jump into my roster first, and these characters are definitely, again, my opinion, so do take them with a pinch of salt, or like however you wanted to say on these lines. But let's jump into a few of the characters that I definitely think should deserve a refactor. So let's jump into the first character that I think definitely deserves a refactor, and that is Predator Batman. So the reason I believe Predator Batman does deserve a refactor is, first of all, it has only single passive. So this passive, let's jump into the passive. Batwing Airstrike is definitely an useful passive. It does a good amount of damage and is helpful in like Arena and Champions Arena, because it reduces the health of the opponent with like just tagging in. It doesn't need to do anything and the health of the opponent gets reduced. So this is definitely an advantageous passive. But for this particular character, there is no passive that is useful in raids. So right now in an Injustice 2 Mobile, definitely raids and both league raids and solo raids are the like the most useful game mode, I'll say, and the most played game mode, something interesting, I'll say. So definitely Predator Batman needs more passives here. So the thing that I would love to see on Predator Batman is Predator Batman get like a passive which is very like advantageous in raids. It could be something like it helps in increasing the damage of the basic attacks, something which like Justice League's team has. The Justice League Cyborg grants advantage to the basic attacks, but for Predator Batman, I believe like something which modifies the special and gives it a more advantage on the special properties, like the special abilities, that will be more useful. So let's look at the special abilities for Predator Batman. So the first special ability that we have for Predator Batman is Kryptonite Strikes, and this is Armor Pierce, which is extremely useful. But in raids and like league raids, you definitely want to do a lot of damage using the special 3. So I'll directly jump into the special 3 here. So no doubt this has one of the best modifiers in the game. Like, okay, I just accidentally kind of clicked back, so let's jump again back into Predator Batman. So yeah, so let's jump into the abilities once again, and the modifier for the special ability 3, I have even mentioned it before in a few of my videos as well, is extremely high for Predator Batman. As you can see, like 72k damage per SV3, but no special properties. So in solo raids, most of the characters do not have a defense. In Rise of Krypton as well as in Dawn of Apocalypse solo raids, most of the characters do not have defense at all. So Armor Pierce may not be that helpful, but something which modifies and increases the damage, similar to that we have on say Multiverse Armor Supergirl, where he does more where she does more damage against might opponents. Something similar if we have like an advantage for Predator Batman, like he also does more damage against might opponents, or like if a boss has a specific modifier, then he does more damage, will be very useful. So that, with that being said, I think Predator Batman is one of the primary characters that definitely deserves a refactor, with definitely addition of more passives, to say the least, because Predator Batman is one of the strongest characters when it was one of the strongest characters, and it's still a very strong character in like raids, in arena. It's very useful, it's fun to play with because of the SV3 and the damage that it does. So this is the first character that I believe should definitely get a refactor. Let's jump into another character that I definitely feel deserves a refactor. This is Mythic Wonder Woman. So again, a Mythic Wonder Woman, definitely I felt like it should have got a refactor, and say it should have been even legendary when the Wonder Woman movie, the Wonder Woman 84 movie released. So definitely instead of releasing another character, it should have gotten refactor. I think again for Mythic Wonder Woman, it's one of the first characters in the game. It's there since like 2017 and definitely deserves a refactor. Again, coming to the passives, these passives are useful only if there are you have like minions in raids and solo raids. So again, I'm kind of restricting myself to more to raids and solo raids because, like I said, it's the most interesting part of the game, and you might want to do more damage or have at least more fun in playing raids and solo raids, like league raids and solo raids. So the passive here, the God Killer Sword, is like it takes opponent's attack, but if you're facing a boss which do not have minions, it's not at all useful. So definitely having more passives, and like again, like having an armor pierce or a burn or some special property on the special ability will make sense. Like if I jump into the special ability here, again you see good amount of damage but no special property at all in the special ability 3. So you would definitely want to have something which kind of boost this damage. So this is another character definitely fun to play with, but is kind of let down by, first of all, the number of passives, and definitely no special property. It has like a defensive feel as well with the special ability too, where it blocks the incoming damage, so that is useful as like a making it like a hybrid character. But then again, with no special properties on the special abilities, and the lack of the number of passives, and also good passives, I'll say, even if you're having one passive and that is very excellent, that is going to do a good amount of damage in both league raids and solo raids, that's still useful. But you do not have something like that for Mythic Wonder Woman. So definitely Mythic Wonder Woman does deserve a refactor in my opinion. Let's jump into the other characters which I feel like deserves a refactor here. So I believe the characters mainly which have less passive definitely does deserve a refactor. But apart from them, let's jump into another one, which is Black Adam. So you might wonder why I'm choosing Black Adam, because again, the passives, the number of passives definitely is a question. It has a great passive to say the least, because it can do like stun on tag in, then it can steal power bars, and power boost. It has everything to do with power in the game. So definitely a very useful passive to have. One other thing that I would definitely like for Black Adam is to have the passive level at least upgraded to level 6. You don't want like a level 5 passive on a very good character. I think same applies for even the League of Anarchy team. Like you have the passive level only upgraded to maximum of level 5. Whereas if you're having the Batman Ninja team, the Black Manta team, the other teams which are kind of OP, they have the passive level till level 6. So definitely you would want the refactors to consider upgrading the characters to level 6. Or the passive level 6 rather. And let's jump into the special abilities that is there for Black Adam. So you can see here, Electric Burst is the special ability 3. It does a decent amount of damage, does power steal, which is a special property, but also it definitely needs something else to do a lot of more damage. So what do I mean by something else? One could be like it could lock the special, something similar to that takes place when you're using Banshee. You can lock the special using Bansh's special moves, and also you can do like an armor pierce. Again, for raids and league raids, in at least in solo raids, the defense is not there, but for league raids, definitely a lot of defense is there on most of the sub bosses and also on Brainiac. So you would want to have a lot of damage being done from the special ability 3 alone. And even here, I would rather say, like, instead of having just armor pierce or something like that, it's better to have like also a dot property here. So if you have like additional dot damage, then that will be useful as well. And because Beta Club right now is one of the strongest, if not the strongest artifact, I'll say it's definitely will be useful to use a Black Adam once you have a Beta Club and you also kind of pair it to get extra additional dot damage. So that will be pretty useful and amazing to see as well. So definitely I feel Black Adam is another character that I feel does deserve a refactor. So let's jump into my roster again and let's see what other characters, the other two characters in my list of top 5 characters that definitely deserve a refactor are. So the other character that I feel does deserve a refactor is Batwoman. Now you might be wondering like why I am saying Batwoman, because Batwoman does already have a lot of passives, and the reason why I say Batwoman deserves a refactor is, first of all, let's look at the power cost of the special ability. So you can see here the power cost of the special ability is 7. So in the case right now, so you don't want to have the characters having a lot of like high power cost, because want to do more special abilities, and that will definitely be more useful. And the other aspect of this particular special ability from multiverse Batwoman is the entire damage is damage over time in the special ability 3. So you would definitely want to use a character which is fun to play with. I mean, the animation for multiverse Batwoman does look great, I believe. So some of you might agree, some of you might agree to disagree, but I personally feel it's a good animation. It looks pretty decent and looks pretty well, but entirely a damage over time, it doesn't kind of make a lot of sense, because you want to do some like other amount of damage than damage over time. The reason is entirely if a character has like a dot resistance, then this amount of damage is going to reduce drastically. And imagine you are facing a boss which may even come in the future, or say you are facing like Hellboy in Arena, which have like it's completely immune to a dot. So in that case, you're not gonna do any damage with the SP3, which is like it's like ridiculous, I will say. So you do want to do a lot of damage with the special ability 3, and not just only dot damage. So definitely adding some more damage in like other than the dot damage makes sense for multiverse Batwoman. And also let's look at the passives that we have hand for multiverse Batwoman. So 30% special attack damage per active multiverse buff. So this is a very interesting an interesting passive to have. But because multiverse armor Supergirl does a lot of damage with her special ability 3, a reduced number of power cost for the special ability 3 again for multiverse armor Supergirl, the use of this particular tactical strikes passive of Batwoman kind of goes for a toss, because you're not using this team often. So the reason I am saying this like is you want to use the other characters which are not often used more, and make them more effective in both league raids as well as solo raids. So this is one of the primary reasons that I am mentioning this multiverse Batwoman does require a refactor. So again, let's look at the passive 2, tactical prep, which 15 seconds added to a multiverse buff. This is again useful, but because, like I said, multiverse armor Supergirl becomes the primary team that you're gonna use to do a lot of damage, this kind of gets a setback. So you can try out like having this multiverse Batwoman as the third member of the multiverse team, and you can check out like you will get more duration of the buff, and it could be useful, but then again it's not that useful compared to having like a Red Hood, which increases the time. So I can definitely try to check it out as to see like how this is useful, and maybe in some future video I will let you show the gameplay as well. So let's look at the other passive that we have, 90% chance for team to ignore combo hit count interruption. So this is a very useful passive, and if you guys haven't checked out my world record, I'll say, of doing the most number of combo hits, I did use multiverse Batwoman to do the combo hits, and I did end up reaching 1290 combos. So this is definitely useful, but my question is, why not it's 100%? Why not? So it should definitely, I feel like, again, like I mentioned before, the passive level should be till level 6, and that will be immensely helpful. So, and in that case, this will be 100% as well, and that kind of guarantees that you do not lose your combo. And once you actually not lose your combo, then you can guarantee a lot of damage with the specials that you are doing. And if you're having like Kryptonite Spear, which most of you guys will be having after defeating even the first level of Rise of Krypton solo raids, the Kryptonite Spear actually grants more damage once you do more combos, so it will be pretty useful as a support character as well. So definitely, I feel multiverse Batwoman also requires a refactor in the future. Let's jump back into my roster for the final character that I believe does require a refactor in the future, and let me tell you which one, and that one is actually Dark Supergirl. So why do I say Dark Supergirl? So you might wonder, like, this guy has gone crazy, he's telling Dark Supergirl, but the primary reason I feel is even not only the passive, but the way this passive works. So for Dark Supergirl, there is a damage on the tag in, and you can actually interrupt the special like the special abilities are done by the user opponent rather. And the problem with the passive here is once you interrupt, you cannot actually continue the combo. So definitely you want to do a continuation of the combo. The animation, how it works here is like it just comes and like stomps down, and it kind of breaks the opponent's special ability or the passive or like even the basic attacks. But the way you cannot continue the combo, it doesn't make sense at all, because if you're not able to continue the combo, you're kind of exposed with a negative frame. And because you're kind of exposed with a negative frame, you cannot do a lot of damage, because again the opponent will be ready with a positive frame and start attacking you, and you might end up losing a 40 hit combo, you might end up losing a 50 hit combo if you're having the kryptonite spear, and basically your entire combo goes for a toss and you're not able to do a lot of damage. Let's not dump. Let's jump into the next factor here, the special one. It's entirely damage over time. Does work well in arena, champions arena. It's fine enough to like have a damage over time, but like I said, my entire concentration here is with respect to raids and league raids. There you definitely do not get a lot of damage, because again the special ability 3, first of all, power cost is 7. That is ridiculous by current standards. Earlier when Dark Supergirl was first released, definitely it made sense, because all the characters were having 7 power cost special ability 3, but right now it doesn't make sense to have a 7 cost special ability 3, and that too without armor pierce, without dot damage, without like it's without anything, any special properties. So definitely Dark Supergirl is another character that I definitely want to see a refactor, and especially with the animation once it does a tag in. So I believe this sums up my top 5 characters that I believe right now that deserves an immediate refactor in the near future. So let me know down in the comments below, guys, what characters do you believe that they should deserve a refactor as well, so that we can enjoy the game a bit more and do a lot of damage in raids and league raids. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below how did you enjoy this video. And this is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 over here, signing off. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.